Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Summer and I have a really fun video to be sharing with you today. You may have seen in a recent video for my clients Josh and Courtney where I made over this like super cool man cave, chill vibes kind of cocktail lounge place. I am making over their living room today. So I'm going to be sharing with you this beachy living room design with before and afters as always. But it's super cute. They're like major South Bay locals, so we include some really personal things in that space. I did a lot of DIYs in there. I think that you're gonna really like it. It's very cute and it's very beachy. So if you like it, then please give it a thumbs up. And as always, I would ask that you help out your girl by subscribing to my channel below to see more awesome, fun interior design videos like this one, and to just help me grow this side of the business because it would just be an utter dream come true. And I would just love it. So please subscribe. Thank you. On to today's video. This beachy living room makeover design with before and afters. That's my keyword, so I have to say it. Check out the video and like it. We're back in the South Bay for this project, and I just had to share this Hermosa Beach footage with you because it's Pride Month, you guys, and how cool is this lifeguard tower painted? When I first checked out their space, I thought, wow, they have a really good start. This place is a brand new build and it's super cute. The only thing, it was just kind of lacking like kind of those finishing touches and like styling it to make it feel really cozy and homey and also bring out their personality. And they really wanted to kind of create this like more beachy vibe to this space. And so that's exactly what we did. I created a mood board using the app Milanote. They had an existing rug that they wanted to incorporate in the space, which I really liked. So I just shared with them like things to add to the space to like really make it feel complete and theirs and like their personality. So I'm on day one of doing our DIY project. We are going to refinish this cabinet, and this is kind of like their TV stand, and it's a solid piece of wood and it's really cute. However, it's just really dark and we kind of want to brighten the space up, make it feel more beachy and kind of like that cool beachy cottage vibe, and this dark color just isn't doing it for us. I've shared with you guys a few times on different videos on how I refinish furniture. I'll share with you a little bit what I'm doing here, but if you want to see a full video, it will be linked up above on how I do this. But first off, I'm going to start by cleaning it down, taking off all of the hardware, and then doing all that fun sanding that I love so much. We have a pretty solid piece of furniture here. It does have a little bit of wear and tear on it, but we'll sand that right off. I love sanding, I love sanding, I love sanding so much. Oh my god, I hate sanding. I just came up with the most genius life hack, DIY hack. This sandpaper was driving me insane because it has like these little like clips here that you put the paper in, and it keeps falling out, and I really need to invest in a new sander, but it's just kind of one of those things that I don't want to purchase. Because a lot of the sanders now you can buy like where you just literally Velcro this on and it makes life so much easier. And I bought some thinking that this was like a sticky and I could just stick it on, but it didn't work. So I've been trying to sand and it keeps falling off. And I found some Velcro, you guys, in my toolbox. I'm a freaking genius. This is gonna save my life today and make things go way quicker. So this is kind of where I want it. I want it to still feel rustic and beachy, so I'm gonna keep some of those dark grains like showing through. Yeah, my genius life hack with the sandpaper and the Velcro didn't work. So essentially, my life was a living hell for the last 2 hours trying to put this sandpaper that kept falling off. It's time to get a new sander. It did not work, but we're pretty much sanded and it's time to get painted. I like using a very dry paintbrush and doing thin coats to create this beachy rustic look. I'm really happy how this turned out. You can still see some of the darker and the lighter like wood tones in there. It looks super rustic. We just got to add our hardware. The next step that I want to do to protect this piece is use a polyurethane. This is like a clear coat finish, and it's just going to keep it from getting any scratches or scuffed up and just keep it safe and protected. We needed to find some art for this space. My clients had this like kind of generic artwork from like Home Goods or something, but it was so boring and plain. We were specifically looking for some photography, some local photography, and I came up across this photographer, Guillermo Zuniga. He's actually my neighbor. I happened to be walking Rosie in the neighborhood, and I saw him loading up his van. He had full of prints and all of these amazing local photographs. And how beautiful is this one that we ended up going with of this beachy surfer in the ocean with the moon. It suited our color palette for this space so perfectly that I had to get him. If you're looking for some amazing local photography and you're in this area, or if you're not in the area, you should check out his website. I'll link all of his information below. I'm so stoked that I found him. I'll probably be using him more in the future for other projects. Check it out. So I am starting a DIY project for Josh and Courtney's like kind of little dining nook space. We're creating a gallery wall up there. I kept seeing, or not kept seeing, I should say that I have seen, and I've actually done this in some other projects where I like to kind of like personalize a space. And Courtney and Josh are like super South Bay locals, so I wanted to give them a little bit of something special. So I had this leftover piece of wood. It's just like wood that I found on the side of the road, and it's been sitting in my trunk forever. But we're gonna make a custom sign out of this, and I am gonna use the coordinates of Redondo Beach because that's where they're from and they love Redondo. And so I'm gonna paint this up, and I'm gonna share with you how we are gonna make our own cool coordinate sign. There are a million of these kinds of things online, especially on Etsy, but I decided why not make our own, because here we like to do our own DIY projects. Rosie's gonna help out too. And so for materials, I just have my wood here. I have some leftover paint. We actually used this same paint color when I refinished the TV stand. And then I have some other colors, just like white, because I want this to kind of feel like distressed. I am gonna start with drilling some holes in here, so that way I have a way to actually hang this bad boy. So let's get to it. I wanted a more uniform look for this, so I literally Googled the coordinates of Redondo Beach and took regular computer paper, put it on my computer screen, and traced it. And then I just used Scotch tape to put it on the board how I wanted it positioned, and that's it. I'm using a little wood burning tool that gets really hot to carve in my tracing onto the wood. You can get this at any local craft store. This is going very slow. It's literally taking at least, and I'm probably being generous here, 15 minutes a number or letter. Yeah. Taking forever. So this took forever to get done. But it looks pretty cool. So fun fact, one of my friends back home, Kelly, she is a boss babe and like a major inspiration to me, has a jewelry line called Lat and Low, where she actually makes this beautiful jewelry with the latitude and longitude coordinates of like some kind of a special memory. So she was actually an inspiration for me creating this sign. But you guys, how cool is her jewelry? It is so beautiful. She actually made me one that I have, and it has like my hometown coordinates. She is getting so huge right now. I think that if I'm not mistaken. Her jewelry was even like a gift in the goodie bags for like the Grammys and the Emmys, and she's just killing it, and she's like major business inspiration for myself also. But I just think it's a cute idea to personalize something, and why not personalize with some jewelry too? Check out Latin Low, and I'll put her stuff below also. Are you guys starting to see a trend here with the gallery walls? Because I am. I guess I really like a good gallery wall moment, but who doesn't? I went to Joann's Fabrics to get one roll of craft paper, just like brown craft paper, so I could hang up my, do our gallery wall and hang up the artwork that I just made today. You guys, I have a problem. I cannot go to any store with just the idea of buying one thing. I have a whole car full of stuff here. I hope Josh and Courtney don't mind. But yeah, we're gonna style some things up, and if they don't like it or we don't need it, then I'll just take it back. But sometimes it's just easier for me to make those little purchases styling wise myself, shopping, versus me sourcing every little detailed item. And you guys, they have some mega sales happening right now at Joann's Fabrics, and I got some really cool things. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. It's gonna look so good. Per usual, as you've seen me do a million times, I'm using brown craft paper to like mock up my gallery wall before making any mistake. I love using personal items in a gallery wall. How cool are these like vintage maps of Redondo Beach? I thought it was so awesome, and it kind of goes with like our little coordinate DIY sign of the Redondo Beach coordinates. And also using other objects. Like, look how beautiful this hand woven basket is. It's kind of like this little bowl thing, but the colors matched our vibe perfect, and it's interesting to add objects in addition to art and other things for the space. One of the biggest things to tackle in this space was going to be the lighting. They have an open concept in their like living dining room area, and I knew that I wanted to put a pendant light above, and I found this really cute like rattan bamboo one on House that I knew I wanted to use. The only problem was they had this like recessed can lights, and we got a quote from an electrician. It was far too much. So I found this recessed light can converter kit that's supposedly very easy. There's a ton of videos on it on YouTube that we watched. But you can see here, you can just easily like replace the recessed lighting with a pendant or a chandelier light. And it made it pretty simple because you guys, we are obviously no effing electricians here and don't know what the F we're doing. But we were still able to manage to do it. In fact, these lights were actually LED can lights, and somehow, don't ask how, but Josh and I were able to engineer this, and we were so stoked when this actually worked. Please work, dear. It's a matter of truth. Oh my god! Good. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. You can't get out of there. have some cloth. Living room. I'm doing several spaces in the home. One of the biggest things in this project was the lighting. I knew that I wanted to replace the recessed can lights with a new bamboo light, and we are no electricians and don't know what the F we're doing, but we were able to project in a recent
it's gonna look so good.